Hello students of Standard 9. In Geography, you are learning about volcanoes. Today, you are going to learn about Chapter 7 Volcanoes, and this is Part 2, in which you are going to learn about the world distribution of volcanoes. So, the world distribution of volcanoes are divided into two regions: Circum-Pacific Belt, which is also known as Ring of Fire region, and second is Mid-World Mountain Belt. First, look at the map. Circum-Pacific Belt. It is also known as Ring of Fire region. If you see the Pacific Ocean, which is surrounded by large land masses. In the eastern part of Asia, there are many group of islands, and that forms like a chain from north to south. Like Kamchatka Peninsula, Kuril, Japan, group of islands are there. Also in Philippines, Indonesia, also New Zealand, and the part of Eastern Australia. So, this is located in the western part of Pacific Ocean, and in the eastern part of Pacific Ocean, the western part of North America and the western part of South America. These are the fold mountain chains. In North America, this is the Rocky Mountain ranges, and in South America, this is the part of Andes. So, these areas are surrounding Pacific Ocean, known as Circum-Pacific Belt. It is also known as Ring of Fire region because there is large number of volcanoes, and about 80% of active volcanoes are found in this region. Suppose if you imagine surrounding this Pacific region, if all active volcanoes will be active together, it will look like a ring of fire. So this region is also named as Ring of Fire region. There are some examples of active volcanoes which are located in this region. In South America, Mount Chimborazo and Cotopaxi, and in Indonesia, in island Sumatra Island, Mount Krakatoa. So these are the examples of active volcanoes found in the Ring of Fire region. Second is the Mid-World Mountain Belt. As it is located between the continents, in the central part, middle part of the continents, it is named as Mid-World Mountain Belt. And these volcanoes are located and found, and the eruption takes place in the mountainous region. So, this Mid-World Mountain Belt is the alpine mountain system which is located in southern part of Europe, surrounding Mediterranean Sea, and there is continuation of fold mountain chains in Asia. In Asia, there is Taurus and Mountain, Suleiman, Zagros, Elborz, and Himalayan ranges. And its continuation is in Myanmar, Arakan Yoma, and Indonesia. So, like this, Mid-World Mountain Belt is located in the central part of the continents, and some parts of it is also located in the eastern part of Africa. There are also some volcanic mountains are found and formed. There are some active volcanoes and some extinct volcanoes are found. Some active volcanoes are Mount Etna in Italy, Mount Stromboli also is in Italy, and Mount Vesuvius. And in Africa, in the eastern part of Africa, there are two mountains which are the examples of extinct volcanoes, Mount Kenya and Mount Kilimanjaro. So, these are the two important regions where volcanoes are found, and there is eruption frequently takes place. And if you see its effects, the effects can be categorized into ways, that is destructive effects and constructive effects. If you see the destructive effects, a large area during the eruption is affected and also a large agricultural area is also destructed. Also there are there are lot of products which are erupted due to the eruption. Large amount of smoke, very hot liquid material, steam and poisonous gases. That is very, very destructive. That is increasing air pollution. Also, when it takes place in the ocean floor, it causes earthquake and that causes tsunamis. Very high tsunamis takes place and that affects the continental part. Also, it is very much destructive when it destroys a large area of the city or if it is also affecting the large area where there is settlement. At the same time, they are constructive also. How? Some of the precious minerals are found out due to the volcanic activity. In Africa, in South Africa, Kimberley is famous for diamond mine and that is due to the volcanic activity. Also, eruption of lava when cools, weathering takes place, it forms black soil which is very good and fertile for some of the crops like cotton and sugarcane. So, agriculturally, black soil is very good. Also, there are some geysers and hot springs which are very important because they are rich in minerals, and because of rich in minerals they have the medicinal value and that can cure skin diseases. Like this, they are also very important for the tourists as the scenic beauty because of the eruption of volcanoes. They attract lot of tourists from all over the world. Like there is a park in North America, in USA, western part of North America, that is Yellowstone National Park. Because of the volcanoes, this is the reason attracts lot of tourists from all over the world. Also, this reason is very important for other purposes. Some of the rocks are formed and they are very important because of the constructional values. So do remember the destructive effects of volcanoes and constructive effects of volcanoes. Thank you.